The New Work Connections project aims to assist those furthest from the labour market to achieve their goals in terms of education, training and employment. We aim to help people who, through a range of disadvantages, are economically inactive or unemployed.
Before the project I was based in the Midlands, but I had a bad accident which meant that my business suffered. I moved to Rhyl in North Wales for recuperation. Towards the tail end of my recuperation, I learnt about the centres and IT mentors. Some of the ways in which the IT mentors helped me was with providing help for a particular problem, so I was learning by doing. For example, producing Word documents, use of email, producing databases and so on. And in this way you don't have to wade through loads of manuals, you learn by doing and you get there quicker. My new business startup, VSR, which stands for Venue Stakeholder Research, has now got to the point where I have got 3 active clients and I've also submitted a successful bid for a place of worship.
We can offer support to those who face significant disadvantages, for example those who are physically disabled, those who have suffered with mental health issues, people with a learning disability, people who are over 50, young people who are not in education, training or employment, and those who have been out of work for a significant period of time.
I've been unemployed for 24 months. I referred myself to New Work Connections. I was accepted and I was given a caseworker, project worker, which was brilliant, supportive. She accompanied me to interviews and job fairs and encouraged me. She helped me with application forms, job searches. Also I was able to go to community agencies where they had IT mentors, which helped me with internet, emailing, etc., which was also very useful. And now I've secured a position with Countryside Services through the ILM programme.
We can offer help in many ways, ranging from IT to intensive one-to-one ongoing support if needed.
I was asked to go out and look for work experience, but I wasn't very sure where to go or anything because I didn't know the place. It was my first year in UK actually. So what I did is I went to the library. I met 2 guys called Andy and Tom. They were the IT mentors. And I started speaking to them about how they got into the IT career. Andy and Tom referred me to community agency in Rhyl. So that's when I started doing my work experience. I was meant to stay there for a week. So then it was just really nice and I enjoyed it. The people were nice and lovely. So then I just started volunteering for more. What I was doing in the community agency was basically helping people use the internet, and then I also help people to create CVs. And I felt that was really useful because some people were actually looking for jobs but they didn't know how to create CVs. But them coming to the agency and getting help from the members of staff in the agency was really useful to the public because they would have a CV and they would go out looking for jobs. Through the agency, I actually managed to get a job in Rapper where I work with kids from 5 years old to the age of 15, where I actually help them do their homework, help them use the internet, help them just with the computers basically. If they're stuck on something, they ask me to help them.
In Denbighshire alone, £5 million of European social funding through the European Union's Convergence programme has been secured to deliver the New Work Connections project. The project also covers Conwy, Gwynedd and Anglesey.
Every week or every other week I go and see a man called Keith who works for the New Work Connections by the train station, by the bus station. And there's also a young man there called Andy and he helps me with the computer side of things. And through this, my basic typical routine would be going in to see Keith and having a cup of coffee and a chat, and he supported me in what sort of career I'd like to have, and he's working on trying to get me some placements. And also, after seeing Keith, after seeing the session with him, I have half an hour on computers. As the weeks have progressed, when I first started at Work Connections, Keith did mention about Taith in Conwy. It's a studio that deals with film and TV editing and music editing and radio and all the rest of it like that. And he set me up to go into Taith, and I have started going in. I've been in there 3 or 4 times in the last few months, and I'm hoping to make it a regular thing soon. And because, like I say, Taith deals with everything from radio and TV, and they got me with online projects to do with all that. And also, there's the music group, the Ghostbusters, which is the choir that sings pop songs, such as Kids in America and Kung Fu Fighting and Suspicious Minds. Suspicious minds, suspicious minds, and we can build our dreams of suspicious minds. I do have Asperger's syndrome, yeah, and compared to some of my friends, I think I've been told that my coping skills are quite, well, they're quite good actually, I've been told, yeah, and I'm quite independent, and but I'm also quite able as well, and but I've been told that, and I've seen it myself, there's anxiety involved, there's routine, practical difficulties, like I can't do my shoelaces or anything, but yeah, and obsessions and other thing, I think. But in contrast to all that, I can sit down and write a script, and then I can take it to anywhere, to one of my drama groups, and I'll just say to my teacher or my boss, what do you think of this? And she'll make something out of it.
We have dedicated caseworkers to help support people to overcome the barriers they face to increasing their skills or gaining employment.
Emails are fine, yes. I can now email my grandson in Australia, and yes, that's great. I did have struggle at first. I used a typewriter, and it used to drive me mad, rubbing out the correction with white ink. And now it's so easy. I have learned, and the instructors have taught me how to write a poem correctly, how to use the spelling correction, which I have a lot of, and it is very good. And now I find it quite a pleasure to go and write my poems.
We have already helped hundreds of people to achieve their goals. Over 4 years, we aim to help over 1,600 people from all over Denbighshire. If you think you or someone you know could benefit from this project, please contact